only live once, and if that's the truth, I'ma do what I do, fuck asking you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, welcome to Indie Music Live, episode 168. I'm sitting here with David Werba tonight, and tonight we're listening to James Lee Baker with his song Cowtown Blues, just as a review on the website. Another newish review, Love Stallion with Big Rock Radio. If you're into the Motley Crue-esque 80s rock, then you want to hang around for that. And then we also have a world premiere I just found out of Blake G's Strange Energy tune, and he's here as well tonight. And Rob, I can't see the live feed. So Rob's like, I don't care. Anyway, it's like you feel naked when it's not there. So anyway, what's up, guys?
I mean, we're usually naked below the waist anyway. No big
there
deal.
we go. Shoo.
Right now.
Yeah. Blake, all three of us are, so. Yep, the final show we ever do for Indie Music Live, we're actually going to show. We're just going to lift up the screen and just going to pan down. Everyone's going to see what we've been hiding all this time, and that's it. That's
I don't feel comfortable with that.
Stand up all at one time and just,
I don't
Then
know,
cut the
I don't know
feed.
how I feel about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, man.
So, Blake, what have you been up to? We haven't talked to you in a while, man. Give us a rundown.
So I've got a band together now. We're doing live arrangements of most of the songs from my upcoming project, as well as like some new originals. Back to setting up some shows, exploring some different venues out here. Got a new day job, pays a little more, same basic sales crap. And I'm still alive and exist on the planet Earth. And I'm here.
It's always good to see the telegram light up with your name on it. So glad to have you here, man. We'll be having you back, I'm sure, as time goes on. But let's see. Why don't we listen to some country music or bluegrass or whatever this is?
Yeah, man.
David, why don't you introduce the first song?
I'd love to, man. This is James Lee Baker, and the name of the song is really cool. You could probably tell I'm stalling right now. And it's called Cowtown Blues. Thank you. Let's do this.
Yeehaw.
I was raised in a cow town. The Bible Belt had me tied down. I told myself I would leave one day, but then she came along and here I stayed. The stockyard breeze is rolling in. That's the smell of money in the wind. There's hailstorms and tumbleweeds. No wonder there ain't no trees. Out at the Cadillac ranch, you can paint a caddy with a spray can. It sure ain't the promised land. They bury perfectly good cars in the sand. It's their way to say that you won't get away. No, there's nothing that you can do about the Cowtown Blues. The Cowtown Blues. I met her at the public pool in the summer after high school. We didn't make any college plans, too busy with these idle hands. She was the preacher's youngest kid, a sweet face and a body made for sin, far from the deep blue.
Cowtown Blues by James Lee Baker. This was interesting. Like the intro, I give him kudos to this. This is a really clean recording. Nice production on this. But the intro, you notice that it's kind of on the offbeat with the kick drum and the timing of his vocals. It almost sounds like it's just not matched well.
Very authentic.
But that I like when bands do that. It's just really creative because once the snare kicks in, then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, it is on time. they were just kind of doing a little magic there and messing with your brain. But I love stuff like that. That's I mean, there's music. You can do whatever you want. You know,
He reminds me a little bit of Chris Garriott.
Yeah, for sure.
In a sense. Well, Blake, you're a guitar player.
Of sorts. Yeah, I liked it. I like his voice. I did pick up on that kind of weird vocal cadence towards the beginning. So it did throw me off a little bit initially, but I mean, 30 seconds or so in, like, you know, I was feeling it. Like, it was fine for me. I liked his voice. Had a lot of, you know, pretty typical like country type imagery and, you know, depictions in the lyrics and stuff. I mean, not my usual, you know, style of music I would listen to, but, you know, I think it was pretty well done, produced record, you know.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. One of the things that confused me about the lyrics, and I'm not really a lyric guy, I mostly listen to music, but since it's a lyric video, was I've never heard of people burying cars in the sand. I didn't really get that. Do you guys understand what he's talking about there?
I didn't catch that one, no.
I don't remember that.
Something about they bury perfectly good cars in the sand. I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up. So moving on. Speaking of burying cars in the sand.
Love Stallion? Oh, Blake. Wait.
Yeah. No, that was one of my amazing segues. Yeah, let's check out Love Stallion. Another review that came out a few months back. I think it was before our break, so we're just now getting to it. But if you like Motley Crue, speaking of Motley Crue, they just came out with the new cover of Like a Virgin. I highly recommend that you do not check it out. But let's listen to the Love Stallion Big Rock Radio right now.
Yeah.
Indie Music Live, episode 168. I'm trying to figure out the name of the band that I love to listen to that reminds me of these guys, but that was Love Stallion, Big Rock Radio. Sorry, I'm very distracted right now. Can you tell? My hair's all messed up. But anyway.
When you get distracted, your hair starts to lift up in the middle. It's crazy.
I love this kind of music in general because I'm 80s kid. I born in 78, so I had the pleasure of growing up in the 80s and the 90s. And this is the kind of stuff that we listened to back then, you know. Yep. And granted, this band is, you know, what some people might say a little late to the party, but they're actually not, because these days it doesn't matter. Like these days, it really doesn't matter what your thing is, because there's room for everybody. I mean, there really is. There's room for all kinds of music, and this style has come back in a big way. 5 years ago, but I think it's still kind of coming back too. You know, what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Blake. What do you think, man?
I was not alive in the 80s, but
No, you were not.
my mom exposed me to a lot of stuff like this, and I enjoyed it. I think they kind of checked all the boxes in the video for what you would want from this type of a song. You got, like the car driving down the road. You got, the bar. You got jamming with the bands. So, I mean, well done video. It all kind of flowed, and I liked his voice. I was trying to think who he kind of sounds like. I got some slight Foreigner vibes sometimes, but I was
thinking the guy from Firehouse, whoever that guy was, I forget, but kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
Yeah, I like his voice. He has a really good voice.
Well, man, I mean, like it's authentic. The spandex pants, the hair metal style, all those like bandanas flying around, all that shit. But yeah, me, Joe, Rob, that was our like high school type of age growing up, and I just remember good times. It makes you feel good to watch this because they do it to a T. Now, what's interesting is if this band like came out on the scene in like late 80s, early 90s, it wouldn't have worked. Like that would have been at the tail end of the hair metal era, and grunge was starting to take over, and their career might have ended right there. But because it's 30 years later,
the nostalgia factor.
I know it's 30 years later, and now it's like they can have like a 10, 20-year run doing this and just get a lot of fans. I just love that. That's like the place we're in today.
It's part of the cycle,
Yeah.
It's back. So, all right, cool. So check that out on the website. I'm still trying to find this name of this band. It's killing me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I was going to recommend another band, but I'm not going to keep looking for it. So, Blake, you got a new tune. Apparently, this is the first time everybody's going to hear it. Tell us a little bit about it. We're going to check out Strange Energy in just a second.
World premiere.
So, yeah, the record is called Strange Energy. It's off my upcoming project, Island. And, yeah, the project doesn't even drop till June 14th, so super exclusive peak for, the indie music followers. But it's, kind of a trap tune. It features guitar that I played, Buddy Veteran Beats, chopped it up, did something nasty to it, made a beat, and my friend Alex laid down some vocals, and it just all comes together. I think it's got a cool vibe. It's just about people that give you a weird vibe and, kind of take you off your path a little bit. You got to recenter.
So it's about us. No, I'm kidding. So
it's about JoeJoe and Dave specifically. Yeah.
Come to the dark side. All right, so let's check out Strange Energy. We'll be right back.
It's about being in an awkward.
Popping in and out of my life like whack-a-mole. Trying to decipher the code, but it's unhackable. Most days I'd rather just blaze. Go ahead, pack the bowl so I can elevate to a place that they can't attack me, bro. People trying to tap my energy like Tesla. Got me feeling like next up, or they not that impressed, cause I don't possess the vestments they've come to expect, but still attracting investments. Life's more than a check, or is it? Trying to split these winnings like light through a prism. Meanwhile, y'all trying to split like schisms. Break off, trying to leave me out like takeoff. I'ma bring y'all to my side though, face off.
All these people around me, they're giving off strange energy, acting like friends but they're enemies, and I know they'll never ever be forgetting me. All these people around me, they're giving off strange energy, they're giving off strange energy, they're giving off strange energy.
I got people that I need to catch a plane to see. It isn't always plain to me, cause some start amazingly, get to acting strange, then end up showing you they're fucked up majorly. I need time, I'm reading the street signs, I'm eating to stay alive. They say that I got the drive like license. I got pain in my soul, can't ice this shit, I can't forget like cycling. Lie to take the test, I deflect the flex. I've been staying up, I've been overstressed. Wear the same clothes, or I'm overdressed, till I'm overpaid, flowing to the death. Everybody get a little piece of me, till I make it never resting peacefully. Everybody think they got the recipe, moving with caution.
Formerly known as Gaz the Rapper. That's how I discovered him. Are you still doing Periscope any at all?
Few and far between. I hop on it sometimes. I feel like it's kind of decayed a little bit. There's not as much activity on it anymore, but
well, now you can like talk to people on there and stuff, like, have people on your scopes. It's really weird.
Very strange at times.
Yeah, you see all these like circles and they're just talking to each other. It's like, this isn't what it was. So cool. So I'm sure Dave wants to say something about your song. We're not gonna get into like any deeper with Dave. I have to remind David, but just joking.
Short and deep, short and sweet. No, we actually short and thick. But no, before the show, we actually both told Blake. I mean, that this is probably the best produced, best engineered, cleanest, like really hot recording. So, hey, Blake, you want to shout out actually like the engineer and the producers?
Yeah, so it was my guitar, so that basically made the whole track. No. So I played a guitar lick. It was very simple, literally like 3 notes. I sent it to Veteran Beats. Shouts out Veteran Beats. He tore it up with that, made the beat. I wrote the hook, the verses. My friend Alex, aka Fraulein Rouge, she just released her EP, but she laid some vocals on it, kind of going with the hook and adding a little flair to it. And Jack Brown down at Atlanta, shouts to Black Hole Studios. He engineered it. So yeah, it came together pretty slick. Shout my boy Mitchell Cohen did the master on it. That track's actually mastered, so it's pretty much ready to go for June 14th.
Nice. So you said you've kind of got like a band, like a live crew together that you're performing with. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we formed a band. Our name is Blake G and the Expertise, and we just changed the name for each performance to something that just rhymes with that. So, we're just kind of rolling with it for now. But, yeah, some guys that I've known for a while and kind of been jamming with, we decided to formalize it. And, we just have a really good energy playing live. Everyone's really good at improvising. So, it really lends itself well to, like, the freestyle aspect of shit I do. So, yeah.
So you could see the Facebook link there on the bottom of the video. It's, Blake.Galayda. Did you update your Twitter to the same?
My Twitter is BlakeG703, Instagram BlakeG703, and OTD Life on YouTube, OTD Life on Bandcamp.
What's OTD?
OTD stands for Off the Dome, which is kind of an allusion to, freestyle rap that kind of got me into the point I am with music right now. And
yeah, I remember that. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of my production company / collective of artists,
Cool,
yeah.
Cool.
I gotta say, when Rob hits his vape in the theater there, in the background, it looked really cool. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah, Rob, you want to show how big the crowd is behind you there? It's pretty impressive if you want to jump on. It's crazy.
He's in an actual theater right now.
Actual theater, and he just announced Indie Music Plus is coming up. Oh, and they're gone. Wait. All right.
Oh, you held it in for too long. Anyway, it looked cool. So Blake just told everybody where to find them. Dave, you have any final words tonight? I think we're gonna get out of here, make some din and
we're hoping to have the guys from Emanate on next week. Talk about their
Ben Hippen next week too.
Yeah, Ben Hippen will be here. So should have some nice critiques going for the people.
Yeah, we've been talking about this contest for a while now, and it's almost done. It's gonna start in June. We're thinking now and make it a summer thing. So
yes.
It's happening. It's just, it was kind of came up out of nowhere and we kind of were ready to go and then we weren't ready to go and we just want to make sure that it's right. So that's the delay. So all the millions of people that have been waiting on the edge of their seats for that information, there you go.
Yeah, man. I could barely even open my door in my condo.
I know. All the old ladies are just
they just sleep out there. They're
all over the short deepness.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was awesome, Rob.
There it is.
Looks so cool. All right, so we'll see you next week. I'm JoeJoeKeys sitting here with David Werba, Hixvideo, Hixvideo, if you need professional live streaming production. And Blake G, thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to have you back over the summer. after the album comes out and check in with you and maybe have a video or something to show us. So.
Oh yes.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for having me.
Hanging. Peace.